Hello, you're watching Hornbill TV's Northeast Express. A three-member team of well control specialists from Cud Well Control USA arrived in Sivsagar on Friday afternoon to address the ongoing gas blowout at the Oil and Natural Gas Corporation's Rudra Sagar rig RDS 147A that has been spewing uncontrolled gas for 9 consecutive days since June 12th. The arrival of the American experts mark a critical escalation in efforts to contain the emergency, which has forced the evacuation of nearly 350 families who remain displaced in relief camps while authorities battle to bring the situation under control. Following their arrival, the American specialists held extensive consultations with the top ONGC officials before proceeding directly to the blowout site for a detailed situational analysis. The team's assessment will determine the specific advanced techniques required to successfully cap the well and terminate the gas discharge. ONGC has been maintaining rigorous safety protocols throughout the crisis, implementing continuous water blanketing operations around the site to prevent potential fire hazards. The company has also established round-the-clock air quality monitoring systems to track gas concentrations and particulate matter levels in the surrounding areas. The Rudra Sagar oil field has been a significant production asset for ONGC in Assam, contributing to the region's oil and gas output. However, the current emergency has temporarily halted operations across the facility while containment efforts continue. Along with the rest of the country, the 11th International Yoga Day was celebrated in Jorhat, Assam. As part of the celebrations, the 64 Assam Battalion NCC also organized a Yoga Day event at the Mahavir Lachit Borphukan Maidan area in Hulungapar, Jorhat. Starting at 6 a.m., the event was held under the theme One Earth, One Health and witnessed the enthusiastic participation of more than 300 cadets. Under the guidance of yoga instructors, the participants practiced various yoga postures and pranayama techniques. Through this collective yoga session, the message of Fit India, Hit India was also promoted. The NCC officers, cadets and local educational institutions made commendable contributions to the successful organization of the event.
আজি যোৰহাটস্থিত লাডৰিগড়ত লাচিত মৈদামত অনুষ্ঠিত হৈছে বিশ্ব যোগ দিৱস আৰু বিশ্ব যোগ দিৱসৰ উপলক্ষে প্ৰায় ৩০০ৰো অধিক ছাত্ৰ ছাত্ৰীয়ে ইয়াত অংশগ্ৰহণ কৰিছে। ভাৰতৰ প্ৰতিৰক্ষা বিভাগৰ তৃতীয় স্তৰ যাক ৰাষ্ট্ৰীয় শিক্ষাৰ্থী বাহিনীৰ কেডাৰসকল, গতিকে তেখেতসকলে ইয়াত অংশগ্ৰহণ কৰিছে আজি আৰু অংশগ্ৰহণ তাৰ লগতে প্ৰশিক্ষকসকলো আমাৰ 64 আছাম বেটেলিয়নৰ প্ৰশিক্ষকসকলো ইয়াত উপস্থিত আছে। যোৰহাট গ্ৰুপৰ হৈ এনিয়াৰৰ পৰা 64 আছাম বেটেলিয়নে ইয়াত পূৰ্ণতাৰে সহযোগ কৰিছে। একাদশ সংখ্যক এই যোগ দিৱস আজি ইয়াত অনুষ্ঠিত হৈছে আৰু এই অনুষ্ঠানত উপস্থিত থাকি আমি আনন্দিত হৈছো আৰু লগতে বিশ্ববাসীলৈ এই যোগ দিৱসৰ উপলক্ষে মই এটা মেছেজ প্ৰেৰণ কৰিব বিচাৰিছো যে সকলো সুস্থ থাকক, শৰীৰ থাকিলেহে সকলো থাকিব, স্বাস্থ্যয়ে সকলো।
We, the cadets of Jorhat Group of Northeastern regions, are here to celebrate International Yoga Day, and we are at Lachit Madam in Jorhat, where more than 300 cadets are here to celebrate International Yoga Day. And this event is organized by 64 Assam Battalion NCC, and we cadets and all the officers, CTOs and ANOs are enjoying the moments with all of us. Thank you.
International Yoga Day was celebrated with enthusiasm across the globe today, including in India's northeast region. In Guwahati, students and teachers of St. Francis DSCC Senior School in Boragaon actively participated in a special event to mark the occasion. This year commemorates the 11th International Day of Yoga with the theme Yoga for One Earth, One Health. The theme reflects the holistic relationship between personal well-being and the health of the planet. Yoga as a discipline is known to strengthen the body, calm the mind and nurture a deeper sense of awareness, promoting a lifestyle rooted in mindfulness and sustainability. At the school's event, a large number of students performed yoga asanas under the guidance of instructors and teachers. A woman yoga trainer present at the event emphasized the importance of making yoga a daily habit. She said that yoga benefits both our physical health and the health of our world. It should not be limited to just one day. We should practice it every day, at least for half an hour, morning or evening.
And start. every year. This year's celebration is even more special as we mark the 11th International Yoga Day.
Of this global celebration. The thought behind the theme is that the world is facing numerous health and ecological issues.
I'm very happy, I'm very glad that getting this chance, opportunity from the NCC, that I'll be here and bringing the glories to the state, bringing the glories to the country. And the most happy moment for me is taking that Indian flag on top of the world is the most like glorious things that I've ever had. So I can say to my parents, because the parents who are the one.
With great pride, the 61 Meghalaya Girls Battalion NCC today warmly welcomed Rifines Wajri upon her return to the state after successfully summiting Mount Everest on May 18, 2025 as part of the NCC Mount Everest Expedition 2025. Her achievement brings immense pride to Meghalaya as she is the only representative from the entire northeast region of India selected to participate in this prestigious expedition. Rifines Wajri also becomes the fourth individual from Meghalaya to conquer the world's highest peak, following the footsteps of Gary Jarman Lamar 2012, Wansuk Mirthong 2013 and Dolin Kharbhi 2016. Aged 20, Rifines is currently a student of St. Anthony's College and a dedicated cadet of the 61 Meghalaya Girls Battalion NCC. She reached the summit of Mount Everest at an elevation of 8,848 meters above sea level on May 18, 2025. In celebration of her remarkable accomplishment, the 61 Meghalaya Girls Battalion NCC under the leadership of Major A.G. Wajri, along with fellow cadets, family members and well-wishers gave her a warm welcome at Umroi Airport today as she returned home from the historic expedition.
I'm very happy, I'm very glad that getting this chance, opportunity from the NCC, that I'll be here and bringing the glories to the state, bringing the glories to the country. And the most happy moment for me is taking that Indian flag on top of the world is the most like glorious things that I've ever had. So I can say to my parents, because the parents who are the one who give me support, who give me the love and all, that's all. Okay. Climbing Mount Everest at a young age from Meghalaya. Yes, I'm the youngest from Meghalaya, and it's really motivate me a lot. And by giving motivation, by giving something to the youth in my state itself, it's like it's something very great, you know. Like they see me, you know.
Jongka kurwar jiri hibrak kawai isngo ba kani kadai kasngi ka bakrau bat ka basa jingkan mau nam prajongi ka kurwar jiri lambat ka jaj benreu khasi hibrak kawai kanu midap ka jingkan ka bakrau kumu general secretary jong sang kurwar jiri jongka briu nyutrap nasngo ba kalong ka jingkan bat ka buram ka bakrau ya ka kur ka jaj ka jongi hibrak kawai kalong ka jingkan ka bakrau bat ka buram ka bakrau ya jaj benreu khasi jongi.
See, there's no dearth of potential in the Northeast. Our children are very, very good. But what they have is a latent potential. So unless, somebody, identifies them and grooms them, because our children here, they don't come on their own and say that, I'm good in this, I'm good in this. You have to pinpoint the latent potential which is there. Every child of this state has got a latent potential. It's just the grooming which is required. And that is where the NCC comes into play. When we look at a child, we look at you'll be looking at her as a student. We don't look at her as a student. We look at her as a potential youth leader. So when we see her talent, that innate talent, we try to polish it. And, for Cadet Rifines to achieve such a momentous achievement, it is the hard work of the officers and the staffs of battalion, 61 Meghalaya Girls Battalion NCC. We groom her, and then we send her. And then, of course, I will not, fail in my duty to comment on the role which is being played by the principal of St. Anthony's College, as well as the ANO of the college, Lieutenant Dayomika, because you see, in NCC, when we detail a cadet, we have to pass through 3 phases. One is the selection phase from our side, and then we have to motivate the cadet, motivate the institute in which the college, because that many classes has to be spared by the college. And then last, it is the parents that we have to motivate, because for something as big as Mount Everest, we cannot send a child unless that child has got the blessings of her parents. So it is a very, very proud moment. She is the youngest, Rifinus is the youngest one who's the thing. And she'll be a beacon of hope, for all the children, that, a child from this place can also dream big.
Narcotics, Burmese cigarettes and mosquito coils valued at about ₹5 crore were seized, and 3 suspected drug peddlers were apprehended from a bus on the Silchar-Ramnagar bypass on Friday. A team of Kachar police, acting on a tip-off, carried out an operation on the Silchar-Ramnagar bypass on Friday and intercepted a bus which reached Silchar from Manipur via Aizawl. The vehicle was searched and drugs, Burmese cigarettes and mosquito coils were found. 3 suspected drug peddlers were arrested in connection with the seizure. The drugs and other items were being smuggled. Their market value is around ₹5 crore, informed Senior Superintendent of Police, Kachar, Numal Mahata. A case under the Narcotics and Psychotropic Substances Act was registered and further legal action was being taken, said Mahata.
এইটো এটা আমি এটা বিশেষ খবৰ লাভ কৰিছিলোঁ যোৱা 3 দিন আগতে, আৰু এই বাছখন যিখন আপুনি দেখিছে MN নাম্বাৰৰ বাছ, এইখন বাছখন মণিপুৰৰ কিচিপুৰৰ পৰা আহিছে। যেতিয়া আমি বাছখনৰ খবৰ পাইছিলোঁ, বাছখনৰ খবৰ পাই যোৱা 3 দিন ধৰি আমাৰ এটা বিশেষ দল লাইলাপুৰ অঞ্চলত থাকি আছিলে, আৰু তেওঁলোকে যোৱা 3 দিনৰ পৰা ৰাস্তা বেয়া কাৰণে আহি থাকোঁতে তেওঁলোকে আজি ৰাতিপুৱা আমি লাইলাপুৰৰ পৰা আমি গাড়ীখনক আমাৰ যিটো এটা বিশেষ টিম আছিলে, কাছাৰ পুলিচৰ এটা টিম আছিলে, তেওঁলোকে ফ'ল' কৰি আহিছিলে, আৰু আহি আমি ইয়াতে ইণ্টাৰচেপ্ট কৰাৰ পিছত আমি যেতিয়া আপোনালোকে দেখিছে যে ইয়াত 3জন ব্যক্তিক আমি ইতিমধ্যে কাষ্টডিত লৈছোঁ, আৰু 3জন ব্যক্তিৰ পৰা তেওঁলোকে সৰবৰাহ কৰা, অবৈধভাৱে সৰবৰাহ কৰা নিচাযুক্ত সামগ্ৰী আমি তেওঁলোকৰ 3 কিলো অধিক আমি জব্দ কৰিছোঁ, আৰু তাৰ লগতে ইয়াত অবৈধভাৱে বিদেশী চিগাৰেট আৰু এই গৰ্জিলা বুলি ইয়াৰ এটা বিশেষ দ্ৰব্য আছে, সেইটো তেওঁলোকে ইয়াৰ পৰা অবৈধভাৱে সৰবৰাহ কৰি আনিছিলে, আৰু গোটেইখিনি বস্তুৱে মানে এটা আপুনি দেখিব যে এইখিনি বিদেশৰ পৰা তৈয়াৰ হোৱা বস্তু, আৰু যিখিনি নিচাযুক্ত সামগ্ৰী আমি মৰফিন যিটো আমি টেষ্ট কৰিছোঁ, ড্ৰাগ ডিটেকশ্যন কিটৰ জৰিয়তে আমি এইটো টেষ্ট কৰিছোঁ। টেষ্ট কৰাৰ পৰা পজিটিভ ৰিপ্লাই আহিছে, আৰু ৰিপ্লাই অহাৰ পাছত আমি গোটেই সামগ্ৰীখিনি আইনৰ যিখিনি নিয়ম পদ্ধতি আছে, সেই পদ্ধতি সকলোখিনি মানি চলি আমি এই বস্তুখিনি জব্দ কৰিছোঁ, আৰু এতিয়া বাকীখিনি যিখিনি আইনগত যিখিনি দিশ আছে এইখিনি কৰিবৰ কাৰণে আমি এতিয়া সাজু হৈছোঁ। আৰু এই যিখিনি সামগ্ৰী আছিলে, গোটেই সামগ্ৰীখিনি যিখিনি আমি জব্দ কৰিছোঁ, এতিয়া আমি গোটেই হিচাপ কৰি আছোঁ, কিন্তু 5 কোটিৰো অধিক ইয়াৰ মূল্য হ'ব চোৰাং মাৰ্কেটত, চোৰাং বজাৰত তাৰ মূল্য হ'ব। গতিকে আমি গোটেইখিনি বস্তু মানে নিচাযুক্ত সামগ্ৰীটো আছে, তাৰ লগতে যি বিদেশী চিগাৰেট আছে এইখিনি খুব মানে কষ্টলি বা মূল্য আছে এইখিনি চোৰাং বজাৰত, আৰু গৰ্জিলা বুলি যিটো প্ৰডাক্ট আছে সেইখিনিও আমি জব্দ কৰিছোঁ। এইখিনি হিচাপ পত্ৰ কৰাৰ পিছতে ইয়াৰ প্ৰকৃত মূল্য আমি ক'ব পাৰোঁ, কিন্তু যিটো প্ৰাৰম্ভিক তদন্তত দেখা গৈছে যে এইটো এটা চুবুৰীয়া ৰাজ্যৰ পৰা অহা।
In a momentous occasion that brought pride to the entire northeastern region, Professor Ramesh Chandra Dekka, the Vice Chancellor of Cotton University, was formally conferred the rank of Honorary Colonel and appointed as Colonel Commandant in the National Cadet Corps during a rank pipping ceremony held at the university campus on 20 June 2025. The Government of India conferred this prestigious honour in recognition of Professor Ramesh Chandra Deka's outstanding contribution to youth development and his consistent support for NCC activities. Notably, he is the only Vice Chancellor in the Northeastern region to receive this distinction in the year 2025. NCC cadets from 60 Assam Girls Battalion NCC and 50 Assam Air Squadron NCC turned out in strength to witness the proud moment. The event featured a well-coordinated ceremonial sequence including anchoring by cadet MCs and reflected the discipline, enthusiasm and pride of the NCC community. The ceremony concluded on a high note, marking a historic milestone for both Cotton University and the NCC fraternity in the region and reinforcing the shared vision of academic excellence and disciplined leadership for national progress. Family members and village authorities have expressed despair after exhausting all efforts in locating a man from Umar village in the western region of Riboy district who has been missing for the past 10 days. Despite continuous search operations, there has been no trace of the missing individual. The missing person, identified as Carlos Tron, also known locally as Jack, was last missing on June 11, 2025 in Umran, situated along National Highway 6 in Riboy district. According to reports, Carlos had just returned from Law Mali, Shillong, where he had accompanied his wife, who had gone to a hospital for childbirth. He was traveling along with mother-in-law and 3 friends in a vehicle. On reaching Umran, he reportedly asked the vehicle to stop for peeing, claiming he needed to step out briefly. However, he never returned and the others proceeded to Umar, his wife's village, without him. He further informed that an official missing person complaint had been lodged at Umsning police station on the very day Carlos went missing. However, they have not received any updates or leads from the police as of now. He appealed to the police and the general public to assist in the search and to immediately inform the police or the family if anyone has any information or sighting of Carlos, as no clues have emerged since the day he went missing.
Long ông bởi trăm đã ép lốc về bị trụ kali sapun pi pon chau ngalasip lamali ông.
Jadi hawan orkom ijede bagi kita ge perlok di bali kem kagamit kan.
Oh,
nama
biar deh nomor bang tray blok lah itu chau rasa kayak deh.
Lagi ni tu orang ni. Buat kanut kita. Kanut kita perlok tu kan.
Dia pengadap ya tadi dekat nomor dia. Kepiau lagi kira elang atau
kepiau. Minta
lah senang lemar kepiau lagi. Kepiau.
Saya hadir lah. Kamu tu balik hakim hata di sini sebab long bagi di perlok juga kita.
Dah ayat nombor pun mau cara bermuat dalam muat je armin ada nak layak kan kon. Tas abu saya om. Saya kata ramut oh balik orang bang kit nomor bang. Ada yang kon saya suspek mesti ginjal. Mak. Nak mak benda oh belasip kat daun rak gani ha nampak. Nampak benda la artikel le rak bangsa lamali.
Rak dak ambulan ni.
Dia berada nampak cak ni dah la termak nampak dah rak ambulan.
Kamu nak nampak macam ni tu ya.
Dia berada dah. Suruk dia kan tadi suruk bawan. Dia gedak woi suruk ongo. Dia nom kono uye besni gupta ongo.
Hawe dia betul gaji.
And that was all for this hour's bulletin. For more news and updates, stay tuned to Hornbill TV. Goodbye.